Hey Fiona, your New Year's gift arrived.
Oh, Sue, hello. It arrived today, didn't it? I hope you all enjoy the chocolates. Happy New Year, by the way.
Yeah. Of course, I appreciate it, and I'll gladly eat them, but why did you only send one box?
What?
You only sent one, right? You know, me, my mom, and my husband all live here, right? Isn't it rude to not send at least 2 or 3 boxes?
I'm sorry. I thought it would be enough for all of you.
You really lack common sense, don't you? I don't mind if it's late, so I'm waiting for a couple more, okay? Oh, and send some beer as well. We just bought some nice meat, and I want a drink while eating it.
I understand. I'll send it all soon.
You owe us that much since we're looking after Mom. Although I think you're kind of taking that for granted. You could show some more gratitude, you know? You don't want me to send her to live with you and your husband, do you? So you should be a little more thankful to us, don't you think?
Yes, I'm sorry I didn't send enough for you all.
If you understand, it's fine. Just show a little more gratitude to us. We moved all the way to this small town to look after her, after all. We really wanted to keep living in our apartment, you know?
Oh, really? I heard moving in with her was your idea.
That's just my mom's pride. She knew you guys would never move in to help her out, even if she asked. Don't you think that's why she never told you what she really felt? Didn't I tell you she often called me to say she's lonely?
Oh yeah, that might be true.
Yeah, Mom's getting older too. She must have been worried about living alone. Her legs are getting weaker too.
If there's anything we can do to help, please let us know. If there's any way we can help her, we would be more than happy to.
Oh. Well, in that case, we were actually thinking about getting her a new bed. Could you help out with that a little?
Yeah, of course.
I want to buy a really nice electric bed. It costs about $1,000. So we should split it and pay $500 each?
Okay, got it. I'll talk to my husband.
Thank you. $1,000 was a little expensive, so I wasn't sure if we could afford it.
No, don't worry. Let us do that much, at least.
Well then, I'll send you my bank info soon. Can you send the money before the next week?
Okay, got it.
And if anything else comes up, I'll contact you. So I'll be counting on you then too.
Fiona, hello. I'm so sorry to bother you at work.
Oh, it's been a while. Is something wrong?
There's actually something I want your advice on. I'd really appreciate it if you could spare some time soon.
I have some time now.
Really? Aren't you at work?
Yeah, but it's fine. Don't worry. I'm working from home today, so I can take a break whenever I want. Oh, would you rather talk on the phone?
Do you mind if we keep talking through text? Someone might hear us if we talk on the phone.
Huh? Someone might hear you? Where are you now?
I'm at home. What I wanted to talk to you about was my daughter.
Oh, I see. That's why you can't talk on the phone.
Yes. I feel really bad to bother you about this, but I really can't take this anymore.
What can't you take?
Living with my daughter and her husband. I've been pretending it's all fine until now, but I'm at my limit. The truth is, I'm thinking about leaving this house.
What on earth happened?
It's only been half a year since I started living with them, but they took over my bank account as soon as they moved in. The account my pension goes into, I mean.
Huh?
I had some savings in there too. It seems like they've taken it all.
Is that true? The truth is, a few months ago, Sue talked to me about living with you. She said you wanted them to live with you.
I never said that. I was happy living alone, and I was thinking of moving into an elderly home soon. But then my daughter said she really wants to move in and help me out. I tried to tell her it's fine, but she kept saying she's worried about me living alone. She twisted my arm into letting her and her husband stay here.
Oh, I see. That's how it is.
And her husband Ben has quit 2 jobs in the last 6 months. I heard she's never held down a job for very long, but I think they were having money troubles, so they moved in with me.
I'm so sorry. I had no idea this was going on.
Well, I never told you or your husband about any of this. Of course you would know. And it's not like we live near each other. And besides, it's a little embarrassing for me to have a problem like this. I thought I should do something about this myself.
And actually, we've sent money to her quite a few times already, too. She always had some reason why she needed the money for your sake.
Huh?
Like to buy an electric bed for you, or to take you on holiday.
I never got any electric bed, and she's never taking me anywhere either. They've been telling me to spend as little as possible too, so I've barely spent any money at all these days.
Really? But they told me they took you to a spa hotel.
Well, the two of them went somewhere recently.
So I guess everything she said was a lie.
I'm so sorry for all the trouble my daughter's caused you. I never would have thought she was going as far as taking money from you two.
By the way, didn't you just say you want to leave that house? If you want to, how about staying at our house for a while?
Huh? Is that really okay? I was actually planning on moving. I'd be grateful if you could just act as a guarantor for me to move into an elderly home.
But isn't the procedure to enter an elderly care home going to take some time? And you haven't even found a care home yet, right?
Yeah, that's true, but
I don't want you to have to stay there until all of that's done. After hearing all of this, I can't let it go on any longer.
thank you. I really can't thank you enough.
No, please. Let me do this much for you at least. I'll fill my husband in as soon as he gets home.
About that, if you tell my son, he's definitely going to want to call his sister. But I would really like to leave this house first, so could you please tell him not to do anything? I thought about contacting him, but I know he can be a little hot-headed, which is why I decided to contact you first.
That's true. Knowing him, he'll want to give her a piece of his mind as soon as he hears about what's going on. I understand. Leave him to me. I'll make arrangements for you to leave that house as soon as possible.
Fiona, you've really done it now. Did you help Mom leave this house?
I know how you've been stealing your mom's money. Of course I'm going to help her escape.
Well, not like I care. It's not like she has any more money anyway. It was pretty tough for the three of us to live off her pension too. It might be a pain to do the housework ourselves now, but whatever.
Don't you feel the least bit guilty? You stole your own mother's savings and pension?
We did her a favor by living with her. Of course we're gonna take over and handle her money for her too.
Isn't she the one who did you two a favor by letting you live with her? If anything, you should have been paying her rent. But you used her money for bills, groceries, and everything else, didn't you?
Hey, you should thank us for keeping a company to an old crone like her.
How could you say such a thing? She's your own mother, isn't she? I really can't believe it. Also, all the money we sent, you used it for yourselves, didn't you? I heard you never bought a bed or anything.
It's fine, isn't it? Even if you ask for it back now, you're not getting a penny from us.
I never asked for it back. In exchange for that, I'd like to ask you to stay away from our family from now on.
Huh? What's that supposed to mean? Did you think I was gonna go try and get Mom back?
I don't know about that, but anyway, whatever trouble the two of you get yourselves into, we're not gonna save you.
Oh, I think we'll be fine. Anyway, don't worry about giving that old crone back. When we run out of money, we're planning on selling this house anyway. On the other hand, we're pretty grateful you've taken her off our hands.
Is that so? In that case, I have nothing left to say to you.
I guess we're done here then. Well, I guess we'll just go on as we were. Tell my mom and brother not to come back to this house. Don't think of us as family anymore. Fiona, what's the meaning of this?
Sue, what's up? Didn't you say not to contact you anymore?
I never said anything like that. Why are construction workers coming to the house? They said they're knocking it down.
Oh, that's what this is about. So it's going as scheduled. What's the problem?
What? The house is being demolished while we're living here?
Yes. So please, leave as soon as you can, because right now you're trespassing.
What?
That house belongs to your mother. It's completely up to her what to do with her property. Right now, you're basically just squatting there.
But I'm the landlord of this house. My mom's name isn't on the residence certificate anymore, right?
The residence certificate has nothing to do with the ownership of the house, you know?
How would I know that?
Yeah, I thought so. I heard that even after you took over her bank account, you didn't do anything with the property deed. So I thought that might have been the case.
I should really be thanking you guys for being so oblivious. Huh? So what's gonna happen to us now?
Good question. I think it's just your mom's old room being destroyed today, so you should be able to sleep in your room tonight. You'd probably be better off leaving as soon as possible, though, since the room the two of you are using is getting destroyed soon, too.
That's not what I was asking. I'm asking where we're supposed to live now.
Well, how am I supposed to know that? Find somewhere yourselves.
Huh? You're the ones who kicked us out of here. So do something.
Well, even if you say that, I'm pretty sure you said we're not family anymore. Aren't you guys the ones in the wrong? Just staying in a house which doesn't belong to you? As long as you leave our house, we don't really care what you do after that.
You're the worst. How could you be so cruel?
From a long time ago, you guys have been the cruel ones. Stealing your own mother's money? And going as far as trying to steal her house too? I don't know how you could do such a thing.
Mom's the one in the wrong.
Huh?
After my husband quit his job, we were struggling for money. But she never sent us any money.
Didn't she actually used to send you money? But you never paid anything back. So she eventually stopped, right? That's what I heard.
Well, that's not our fault. My husband's had bad luck with jobs. All his companies have been awful in underpaying him. And every time he'd leave his job, of course we'd be struggling.
So shouldn't you have started working too? Why should you just keep getting money without lifting a finger yourself? It's not like your mom is an endless pit of money or something.
I have every intention of earning money from now on. I was planning on investing the money from selling the house. But now, you've gone and demolished it.
Invest. Do you even know anything about investing?
I was gonna study.
Oh, I see. Well, for now, go get a job. And start earning enough money for the two of you to support yourselves, at the very least. And then after you've saved enough money, you can try your hand at investing.
We were gonna earn enough to support ourselves by investing the money from the house. So give it back. Even if I cut ties with you, can't you at least give me this old house?
What kind of logic is that? There's really no point even trying to talk to you. Is there? I'm very sorry, but I can't help you. If you don't want to end up on the streets, hurry up and find somewhere to rent. Since the house will be rubble by the end of the week. Do you understand?
Ugh, I can't get in touch with mom or brother either. I want to apologize, so can you just talk to them for me?
I don't think that will be possible.
Who made you their representative anyway? Let me talk to my own family.
Didn't you say not to think of you as family anymore? And besides, you should be grateful I'm even acting as a representative at all. Oh, and by the way, your mom has a new bank account, and her pension is going there now. So no more money's going into the account you stole from her.
Huh? Wait a minute. So what are we supposed to live on now? We've already used all the savings. Don't do this.
That pension was never for you in the first place. What made you think you could just live off of it? You should just be grateful nobody's going after what you've stolen up until now.
I'm sorry. It's all my fault, I know. I want to apologize to Mom. Help me. Fiona, please.
I already told you. That won't be possible. Oh, but your mom and brother did ask me to pass along a message for you. They said they never want to see you again. Since you said they aren't family anymore. That's all. It's what you wanted, right? I gave them a week to leave the house. It was all my husband's idea. He said they would never change or regret their actions unless they were forced to. So he had a friend of his pose as a demolition company and pretend to knock down the house. To be honest, I really couldn't forgive them for using all of my mother-in-law's savings and pension money. But she laughed when I said that and called it a small price to pay. She actually kept all her inheritance money from her own father-in-law in a separate bank account, and they never got their hands on that one. They took the bank card, but they obviously couldn't get to the money with just that, since they don't know the PIN number or anything. I wonder how many times they tried to guess it.
But still, we were all pretty relieved to find they left that car behind when they ran away from the house. We got a lot of calls from them after that, but of course, we just ignore them every time. But it's been a while since then, and the phone calls eventually stopped. I tried getting in touch with Sue, but there was no response. I just got a message saying the phone is not in service any longer. I bet she couldn't pay the phone bill either. But whatever happened to her or her husband has nothing to do with us anymore. Even if she was drowning in front of us, I don't think I'd help her. After my mother-in-law moved in with us, we started looking for an elderly care home for her. And on top of that, we've been really busy with selling her old house. Living together sounded a little daunting at first, but it was only for a fixed time period from the start. And my mother-in-law was so nice. It was actually really fun living with her. She'll be moving to the care home from next month, so I want us to make a lot of memories together while she's still here. And I know we'll stay in touch and to keep having a good relationship in the future too.
Hey John, is the family gathering held today? Yes, it is. You said the gathering is in the next week, didn't you? Hey, do you really think that you will be invited? What do you mean? You are a middle school graduate, right? She and I met at a high-level college. So there's no way we could have dinner with a low-level middle school graduate. I don't understand. Then why didn't you just tell me not to come to the gathering? You didn't have to lie and say it's next week. I just got a call from Mom and was so surprised. I even took the day off because you said you were going to have the first family gathering for marriage next week. No. Saturday is usually a day off. You are a middle school graduate who has to work on weekends to make ends meet? That's just like a middle school graduate. You really need to go to college and get a job. Like me. Are you talking about that again? If you don't stop looking down on people, you'll really get hurt. Hurt? I mean, can I go? It's almost time for the gathering to start. There's no room for you, and I'm not going to feed you if you come now. I don't think you know where it is. Don't tell me you lied about not only the date but also the place. There's no way having gathering at that shitty place. It's my wedding. I can't believe it. No. I can't believe it. I can't believe you're a middle school graduate and you're shamelessly trying to attend. I can't believe you. Education has nothing to do with it. I already took next week off. I guess it's true what they say. No time to be poor. I went to a good college and got a good job. I'm so lucky to have 2 days off a week. These days, I can work from home. I skip a lot of work when I work from home. I don't get caught anyway. You don't think you're good at your job, do you? Unlike you, I work efficiently. I just wish they would realize that anyone who says busy and wastes time is like saying he's inefficient and incompetent at his job. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't think you'll be here today anyway. I'll turn you away even if you come. I'll talk to Mom and tell her you told me the wrong schedule. You've always loved telling Mom. Do whatever you want. I'm sure Mom and Dad would understand. Understand? I send money home every month. Unlike you who graduated from middle school and is poor, I earn a decent salary. The gathering will go smoother than a thankless daughter like you. A thankless daughter? I mean, you know. A middle school graduate with no filial piety who doesn't do anything for his parents. A family with poor people who live below our level. It's a disgrace not only to me but also to Mom and Dad. Mom told you so? Deep down they think they didn't raise you right. I'm the second and they raised me right. You're a failure, sis. Seriously. I'm done with that. Anyway, I can't come over there for work. I can't even make it to the gathering. At best, you poor person should work hard. I'm going to have the gathering over a nice Japanese meal. Hello. John gave me your number and I wanted to say hello. I'm Olivia, and I'm getting married to John. I don't intend to say hello to you, but I'd appreciate it if you give me your regards, just for a formality. Nice to meet you, Olivia. I'm Ava, John's sister. I'm sorry I couldn't attend the gathering. It's okay. I heard from John. He said your sister has no time for the poor. Or rather, I think you were right. What do you mean? Both of my parents are highly educated, and they're very academic-minded. My ex-boyfriend was from a low-level university, so he wasn't allowed to marry me. But John is from the same university as me, so they said yes. I see. So if you, who graduate from middle school, had come to the gathering, the marriage proposal would have been broken off. Seriously? My family hates poorly educated people. It's impossible for us to be at the same table. That's a terrible thing to say. But it's true that you're uneducated. You really are a middle graduate, aren't you? Yes, I am. Even if you don't go to the same level as us, you should have at least graduated college. I can't believe that such an excellent John's sister is at such a low level. God, you're so mean. I've never been ashamed of my life, so please don't fuss over me. What's that? You don't have a college degree, yet you can live your life with dignity? How thick-skinned and ignorant are you? You should know that that's why you're not invited to the wedding. Uninvited? I got a wedding notice. The fake one? Fake? Dad sent me the fake date and place for not only the gathering but also the wedding? Oh no, this was a secret until the day of the wedding. Please pretend you didn't hear that. We don't accept poor people at our wedding. No poor people? I'm the groom's sister. So what? Even if you are his sister or whatever, it's impossible for a poor bottom-level person to breathe the same air as us at our wedding. So please don't come. That's why... Poor people can't afford to pay for the wedding gift anyway, right? I care about you. It's a kindness not to invite you so that you don't have to pay for the wedding. I'm not poor, so there's no need to worry. How can you say you're not poor? You don't even have a job. Or do you work for some big company? I don't work for a company. The minimum wedding gift for our wedding is about $300. John's mother and father said they would give us $7,000. We're planning to save some money from the wedding gift for our honeymoon. Are you saying that you're relying on the wedding gift for your own wedding? Because our hobbies cost a lot of money. Unlike you, I'm fluent in languages and travel abroad quite a bit. The other day, I suddenly had a craving for spicy food and went to Mexico for a day trip. So you don't save money. I'm just buying experience with money. We have to have a lot of experiences. Smart people spend their money on things like this. You wouldn't understand. I understand what you're saying. I'm glad to hear that. As for the wedding, my parents have asked me to attend, so I'll talk to them. I see. If you could bring 20 grand for the wedding, I'll be happy to give you a meal. Other than that, I don't really want you to celebrate. It's okay if you don't come. Please keep that in mind. Excuse me. I don't know how you knew where and when the wedding was, but you came to interrupt our fancy setting. I was just trying to attend the wedding as the groom's sister. I didn't expect to be turned away. No wonder you were turned away. I said no poor people. Didn't I also say that the minimum wedding gift is $300? We don't allow poor people who can't afford the minimum $300 to come to the wedding. Even if you're not smart enough to understand, there's no room for a middle school graduate woman. Then, no wedding gift of $7,000. I prepared it for my brother, but he turned me away, so I couldn't give it to him. Don't be so vain. There's no way a middle school graduate like you can prepare $7,000 as a gift. It's your mother and father who will give us $7,000. I came here and was about to hand them the money. Huh? Hand them? That's why my parents were going to give you $7,000 as a wedding gift. It's my money. What are you talking about? I was handing the money to my parents so they could give you a wedding gift. You're poor. How could you do such a thing? It's true that I'm not an ordinary company employee. I run a company, so I'm not poor. Running a company? My company is not losing money and I have no debts. I make over $200,000 a year. I'm proud to say that I'm reasonably well off. That's not what I heard. I was surprised when my parents told me about the restaurant where you used for the wedding. It's a place I often go for lunch. You often use it for lunch? Wait a minute. That place is really expensive. And you travel abroad, right? I heard you are fluent in languages. It's great that you're buying experience. I have villas in Australia, Belgium, and Spain, so if you ever come, please let me know. I'll give you some recommendations. Villa? Wait, you're lying. I haven't heard anything from John. He doesn't seem interested in me, so I don't think he knows anything about me. In fact, I didn't tell him. Then you really have money even though you're a middle school graduate? You really are running your own company? I'm pretty sure I make more money than my brother. But it seems that I'm out of the way. It seems like you don't even recognize me as your sister, so I think it's best that we stay away from each other in the future. Congratulations on your marriage. I wish you many years of happiness. Wait a minute! I didn't know anything about this. I didn't know that the congratulatory gift came from you, and that you're a wonderful person. Please come back now. Your parents don't like people with low academic backgrounds, do they? I can't let you turn this festive mood sour. I can't do it, so please don't mind me. I do care. You don't know about my education until I tell you. Let's be friends in the future. I've always wanted to go to Belgium. You don't have to do this. I'm not going to get involved. Why not? Because I got kicked out of the wedding hall. You didn't think well of me to begin with. And now you want to be friends with me? I think it's a bit unreasonable. I mean, I misunderstood you. Things have changed. Are you sure that you found out that I was running the company and you turned your head over to me? Well, it might look that way, but that's what it looks like. I've always wanted a sister. You know what they call hindsight? Anyway, I don't think you and I are compatible. Of course, my brother and I aren't either. So, excuse me. Wait a minute, sister! Why are you leaving? I mean, if you have money, leave it. In the first place, who's running a company? What do you mean? It's my job. I didn't hear anything about that. You just weren't interested. Your mom and dad know. What's that? It's not about that. It's about our celebration. $7,000. A wedding present is a celebration, not an extortion. That's what mom and dad were going to give me. It's my money. Originally, I wanted to give you a wedding gift. But I didn't think it would be right to give you a gift in my name that was bigger than my parents. So I asked them to pretend it was a gift from them. If you want to give them the money, I'll accept it. Just bring it to me. I don't want to give it to you anymore. I'm going to keep this money and give it to mom and dad for their 35th wedding anniversary trip. Our wedding gift. By the way, you said something about sending money home, right? That's right. I heard about that too. You bring $35 to their house every month after eating and drinking more than that. And you even asked for gas money. It would be more filial if they could see their child face, right? Isn't it sad that you were mounting on me for just $35? I don't want to be told by someone who doesn't send a penny. I don't send money home every month, but I did pay for things like house renovations and a new car. What? I think the total is over $70,000. You're kidding. That's not important. I'm not going to get involved with you guys from now on. That's what you guys wanted. Okay, I apologize. What? So please come back to the ceremony right now. Otherwise, we're losing money. What do you mean? The attendees who saw Olivia kick you out, my relatives, they left with their wedding money. They said, how can you turn away people who came to celebrate? And how can you choose who comes to celebrate? I was relieved to hear their perfectly honest opinions. Without the wedding gift, we're losing money. We were counting on money from Dad. We don't have any savings. If you know what you're doing, come back right now and give me that money. And call folks back. I'm begging you. I decline. I don't feel good about going to a wedding and being turned away. I don't plan on getting involved in the future. I think it would be better for both of us if we just say goodbye. I don't think it's good for either of us. My boss at work is furrowing his brow, saying what the hell is going on. Even Mom and Dad are leaving. A wedding without a groom's parents, let alone his relatives, would be a huge embarrassment. I'm sorry, but you got what you deserved. It was Olivia who turned you away. You didn't stop her. I know you were grinning. I was watching from behind Olivia's back when I was being turned away. I'll leave you two alone from here on out. Please feel free to be happy together. Wait a minute. I didn't know you were so successful, sis. Just because you didn't know what I do doesn't give you a reason to disrespect me because of my education or to mount me. Nor is it a reason to lie about the gathering or the wedding. You should deeply reflect on what you did. This current situation is the result of your own action. Please, sister, I beg you for the lifetime request, please come back to my wedding. Sis, I didn't mean this. After all, I heard that some of the bride's relatives went home too after that. Thanks to that, the wedding was a mess. John's boss, who was watching him, realized that there was something wrong with him. As a result of investigation, he found out that he had been cheating on work while working at home. Now he is feeling ashamed of his job. The wedding ceremony was also in the red, as the wedding guests had left almost no money. They who made fun of me for being poor seemed to be living a poor life.
Hey Dina, just wanted to let you know that I'm going to be a mother soon. Yay, what about you? Still can't seem to produce a baby for your husband? Tina, that's not a nice thing to say. I know we've had our differences, but there's no need to bring my personal life into this. Oh, come on. I'm just messing with you. You know you'll never be a real mother, right? Your husband must be so disappointed. Tina, stop it. That's not a funny joke. Please don't talk to me like that. I hate a nerve. Don't worry. I'm sure there are other ways you can make your husband happy. Maybe you could get a dog or something. I mean, it's not like you have to worry about the sleepless nights, the endless crying, or the endless diaper changes. You have it easy, Tina. No baby, no problems. That's enough, Tina. I've had it with your constant insults and mocking. You might have a baby on the way, but that doesn't give you the right to be so cruel to others. Oh, let it up, Nina. I was just having a little fun. Don't take things so seriously. It's not just this, Tina. It's everything. Your constant belittling, your condescending tone. I can't take it anymore. Oh, come on. You know I'm just messing with you. Don't be so sensitive. I'm not being sensitive, Tina. I'm standing up for myself. I won't let you treat me this way anymore. Fine, have it your way. But don't come crying to me when you realize how boring your life is without me. Jack, I can't take it anymore. Tina was just being her usual cruel self and I can't stand it anymore.
Hey, it's okay. I'm here for you. What did she say?
She was making fun of me for not being able to have a baby and calling me a failure as a mother.
Nina, don't listen to her. You're not a failure. And I have some good news that might cheer you up.
What news?
We've been approved for adoption. We just have to wait a little while longer until we get a match.
Really? Jack, that's amazing! I can't believe it! We're finally going to be parents!
I know! I'm so excited too! And remember, no matter what anyone else says, we're going to be the best parents we can be.
Thank you, Jack. You always know just what to say to make me feel better.
That's because I love you, Nina, and I'm here for you no matter what.
I love you too, Jack. And I can't wait to finally become parents.
Me neither. I just hope our adoption process goes smoothly and we get matched with a baby soon.
I'm sure we will. And in the meantime, let's enjoy this journey and prepare for when our baby arrives.
Sounds like a plan. I'm ready when you are.
Nina, I just heard the news. I can't believe you're resorting to adoption. You should be ashamed of yourself. What? Why would you say that? Well, if you can't bear your own son a child, then you should just get a divorce. And to add insult to injury, your sister-in-law is expecting a baby. You're just a failure. How dare you say that to me? I won't stand for this kind of treatment. Well, it's the truth. You should be ashamed of yourself for not being able to give your husband a child. I am not a failure, and our decision to adopt is a beautiful thing. It takes strength and courage to build a family through adoption, and I'm proud to be doing just that. Adoption is just a way for people who can't have children the natural way to pretend they're parents. It's not the same thing. I don't care what you think. Jack and I are going to be the best parents we can be, no matter how our family comes to be. Well, good luck with that. I hope you realize how much you're missing out on by not having a biological child. I don't want to hear any more from you. I'm done with this conversation.
Nina, what have you done? My mother just called me and told me some outrageous things. How could you say those things to her?
What are you talking about? I haven't said anything to your mother since our last conversation.
Really? Because she told me you called me incompetent and unfaithful. And what is it about Andrew? I thought he was just your colleague. My mother said she saw you touching him at an event. What's all this madness? We're going to adopt a baby for God's sake.
Jack, that's not true. I would never say anything to hurt you like that, and I would never cheat on you. Your mother is lying to you.
I don't know, Nina. My mother has never lied to me before. Why would she make this up?
I don't know why she would say these things, Jack. All I know is that they're not true and I love you. Please believe me.
I want to believe you, Nina. But my mother is very upset and she's never been one to exaggerate. She said you were rude and disrespectful to her too. I don't even know who I'm talking to now.
What? That's not true. I was polite and respectful to your mother every time we spoke.
She said you were shouting and using offensive language.
That's a complete fabrication. I would never behave that way, especially not with your mother. I'm starting to think she's trying to cause problems between us.
I don't know what to believe, Nina. This is just so unlike you. I need some time to think and figure this out.
Of course, Jack. I understand. I just hope you can see that I'm telling the truth and that our love is strong enough to get through this.
Why did you sign the divorce papers, Nina? I sent them just so you stop chasing Andrew for the fear of divorce.
What are you talking about? I didn't sign any papers, and stop that! I wouldn't in my wildest dream cheat on you, Jack. I love you. You need to trust me.
Sorry, love. It was my mother's idea to send those. I can never live without you, you know it. But if you didn't sign them, who did?
I think it was your mother, given she convinced you to send the papers. She's been trying to cause problems between us, and I wouldn't put it past her to forge my signature.
I don't know what to believe, but I love you and I'm not going to let a piece of paper tear us apart. I'm canceling the divorce.
Oh, thank you, Jack. I love you too, and I would never do anything to hurt you.
Good. Let's put all of this behind us and go visit our new baby girl. We've been matched with a beautiful little girl and I can't wait to meet her.
Yes, let's go see her. I can't wait to be a mom.
Nina, what have you done? Jack is furious with me because of you. You're always causing trouble.
I didn't do anything, Petra. Just a little cross-examination. On our way to meet our baby girl, I just showed Jack the chat where you confessed to forging my signature on the divorce papers.
How dare you? That was private. I'll make sure you pay for this.
I'm not afraid of you, Petra. You've been trying to break Jack and me apart for a long time now. But it won't work. We're stronger than ever.
You think you're so smart, but I'll do it again and get rid of you once and for all. You'll regret ever crossing me.
I'm done with your games, Petra. I'm blocking you. You're no longer a part of my life or Jack's.
Hey, Nina, I just wanted to give you some great news. The adoption documents are all cleared, and we'll be getting our baby girl within a week. I can't wait for us to finally start our family.
Oh my gosh, Jack! This is the best news ever! I can't wait to finally hold our baby girl in my arms. I love you so much and I'm so grateful for everything you've done for us. How dare you try to steal my spotlight by adopting such a cute and angelic baby girl? You don't deserve her. I'm gonna make sure you pay for trying to upstage me. You will regret crossing me. Tina, it seems like your jealousy is clouding your judgment. This baby girl isn't a prize to be won. She's a gift to be cherished. And I'm more than ready to provide her with all the love and care she deserves. Please, you're just trying to sound good. You can't even handle the pressure of being a mother. You'll crumble under the weight of responsibility. I won't crumble, Tina. I'm ready for this journey and I'm not afraid of any challenges that may come my way. And who are you to judge me anyway? Have you even thought about what's best for the baby? Of course I have. I know what's best for her and it's definitely not you. You'll ruin her life with your incompetence. That's enough, Tina. I won't engage in any more of your insult. I have a baby to prepare for and I won't let your negativity get in the way. You'll regret this, Nina. I'll make sure of it.
Nina, I just got a call from the adoption agency and they said that our adoption is put on hold. They think we might not be suitable parents.
What? How could they say that? We have been waiting for this for so long.
I know. I don't understand what's going on either. They won't tell me much over the phone.
We need to find out what the problem is and fix it. This is our chance to become parents and I'm not going to let anything stop us.
I agree, but I'm scared. What if we can't fix it? What if we can't adopt the baby girl we've been matched with?
Don't worry, Jack. We'll find a way. We'll do whatever it takes to make sure that we can become parents. We just need to be honest with the agency and show them how much we want this.
You're right. Let's make a plan and go to the agency tomorrow. We'll fight for our right to become parents.
Yes, I'm so ready. Let's do this. Hey, Nina. I just wanted to give you a little update on your perfect life. I filed a report to the agency and told them all about you and Jack.
What are you talking about, Tina? What report?
I told them how Jack is incompetent and you're just a gold digger. And guess what? Petra is going to back me up and testify against you both.
So it was you who sabotaged our process of adoption. Shame on you. Shame on you as a woman and a sister. How could you do this to us, Tina? We've done nothing wrong to you.
Oh, poor Nina. You really thought you could have it all, didn't you? A perfect husband, a beautiful baby. Too bad for you, it's all going to fall apart.
I will not let you ruin our lives, Tina. I will let you take away the one thing that means everything to us.
It's too late, Nina. The damage is done. Enjoy your last days as a childless losers.
We'll see about that. I'll do everything in my power to protect our family and show the agency the truth. You won't win, Tina.
Keep dreaming, Nina. You don't stand a chance against me.
Petra, I've had enough of your manipulation and lies. I won't stand for it anymore. What are you talking about? I don't know what you're referring to, unless it is the lie of motherhood you tell to yourself. The forgery of my signature, Petra. Don't pretend you don't know. It's not too old yet to forget. Oh, that. I thought you were talking about how I mercilessly took away your one chance of playing a mother. Moreover, I was only trying to protect Jack. You were cheating on him, you went.
Cheating? You don't even know me. And even if I was, forging my signature is a crime.
And if you don't take back your report from the adoption agency, I'll have no choice but to file a court case for forgery. You wouldn't dare. Watch me then. I'll still say you wouldn't dare. Petra, I hope you're ready to face the consequences of your actions. I have filed a court case for forgery. You didn't. How dare you put a score on me? I'll tell you that in court, when my husband and I see you to a nice jail. For information, your son is disgusted with you. What happened now? Where's your sly act now, hun? Why so mute? I can't go to jail, Nina. It was Tina who actually did the forgery. I was just trying to cover it up for her. Well, it looks like your lies have finally caught up with you. I hope you learn from this experience and never mess with me again. Please, Nina, please forgive me.
Tina, I know what she did. You're trying to pin it all on Petra, but she's not taking the fall for it anymore. What do you mean? The report? Oh yeah, that I made myself. All credits to me.
No, the forgery. But there's enough time to understand your sins in court and jail. Of course you'd be happy to be behind the bars. Did you receive the legal notice today? It will be in your mail. Go check it.
Tina, please! I'm begging you! Don't do this! You don't understand what you're doing!
I understand exactly what I'm doing. I won't let you get away with forging my signature and trying to ruin my chance at being a mother.
Tina, please! Think about my child! If I get caught, Child Protective Services will take him away as soon as he's born! I won't be able to be a mother to him!
Then you shouldn't have tried to ruin my chance at being a mother. You made your bed, now you have to lie in it.
Fine, I'll take back my report. We'll tell them it was all Petra. Just please, don't do this to me.
That's the only option you have now. I hope you've learned your lesson. Nina, why are you doing this to me? Why are you turning my own daughter against me? First my son and now her. Petra, judgment has been passed. You made your bed and now you have to lie in it. You forged my signature and now you have to face the consequences. Please, Nina, I'm sorry. I was just trying to protect Jack. It's too late for apologies, Petra.
You can't just go around breaking the law and expect there to be no consequences. You little witch, you framed me. You've always been after my son. That's enough, Petra. I'm not going to listen to your insults any longer. Oh my gosh, Jack, is it true? Are you coming home with our baby today?
Yes, my love, the adoption is finally complete, and our little orange baby is on the way.
I can't wait to hold her in my arms. Thank you, Jack. You're the best.
You're welcome, my love. This is just the beginning of a beautiful journey together as a family.
I'm so grateful to have you by my side, Jack. I love you.
I love you too, Nina. See you soon.
And so, after months of turmoil and stress, Nina and Jack finally brought their baby girl home and started their lives as parents. The mother-in-law, Petra, faced the consequences of her actions and received a lengthy prison sentence for false reporting, forgery, and other charges. The sister-in-law, Tina, had a change of heart and took responsibility for her involvement, only receiving a small fine. The family as a whole decided to cut off all contact with Petra, and Nina and Tina were able to reconcile and become good friends. They both raised their children with love and care, and the two little ones grew up with a bond that transcended their family ties. Despite the difficulties they faced, Nina and Jack were grateful for the beautiful addition to their family and for the love that surrounded them.